So welcome back to YCB sessions. Today we are discussing about the next concept in our YCB session, that is the Ashta Chakras. Next we are moving for the Nadis. So what is the basis of chakra system? Nadis only. Chakras anta మనం ఏదైతే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ అంటున్నామో, ప్రాణిక్ ఎనర్జీ అని అంటున్నామో, సో ఆల్ దిస్ ప్రాణిక్ ఎనర్జీ is flowing through nadis, right? So our body has so many nadis. Nadi is nothing but a channel which transfers energy. So the prana, which is responsible for all the functions in the human body, this prana is transferring from bottom of our body to the top, or to each and every part with the help of the nadis. So nadi, nalo na. The word na comes from the Sanskrit root word nada. Nada ane padamu nundi na అనేది వచ్చింది. So it means flowing. Nada means flowing, flow of energy. So nadis are nothing but subtle flows of vibration, subtle flows of prana. Okay, the Upanishads also, in Upanishads also they have increased about nadis, and they have been clearly indicated that these nadis penetrate the body from the soles of the feet. కాలి వేళ్ళు ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఆ కాలి వేలి వెనక సర్ఫేస్ ఉంటుంది, ఫ్రమ్ ది సోల్స్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫీట్ టు ది క్రౌన్ ఆఫ్ ది హెడ్. సో ఎప్పుడు కూడా నాడీస్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి కింద నుండి పైకి దాకా ట్రావెల్ అవుతున్నాయి, క్యారింగ్ ప్రాణా విచ్ ఇస్ ది బ్రెత్ ఆఫ్ ది లైఫ్. సో దేర్ మైట్ బి ఏ స్లైట్ difference between number of nadis which has been given in many textbooks. In general, we usually say 72,000 nadis are present in your body, but in one textbook which was given by Charan Das, they said that 72,864 nadis are present in the human body, and they are originated at the navel region. This is given by Charan Das, an author Charan Das. Whereas in Prapancha Sara Tantra, it has been mentioned that 3 lakh nadis are available. Whereas in Shiva Samhita, it has been stated that 3,50,000 nadis are there, and they are emerging from the navel center. Whereas, how does this nadi look like? Ela kanipistundi nadulu manaku kanipistaya, mana kantiki kanipichavu. So how the nadis? These nadis are thin strand like threads. So if you have observed any person who is having this varicose veins, ఎప్పుడైనా మీకు వెరికోస్ వైన్స్ ఉన్న పేషెంట్స్ కానీ మీ దగ్గరికి వచ్చుంటే వాళ్ళ కాళ్ళల్లో బ్లూ గ్రీన్ చారలుగా కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి. యూ క్యాన్ ఇమాజిన్ నాడీస్ ఇన్ దట్ వే. సో నాడులు ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే చాలా దారపు పొరలు లాగా ఉంటాయి, థిన్ స్ట్రాండ్ లైక్ థ్రెడ్స్, సిమిలర్ టు దోస్ ఆఫ్ ది లోటస్ స్టెమ్, తామర తూరులాగా. సో విచ్ ఎమినేట్ ఫ్రమ్ ది స్పైనల్ కాలమ్. సో in one of the textbook it has been explained that so these are very thin threads which emanate from the spinal column. వెన్న ముక్క నుండి స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయి అని చెప్తున్నాయి. Out of this many nadis, so it could be 72,000 or 3 lakhs or 3,50,000. You take whichever count you want, but 3 nadis you should always remember, and you should always know about these 3 nadis. Those are Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, and Sushmna Nadi. These are very much important in the yogic concept. There might be many other nadis also, but every yoga teacher or yoga instructor or who is knowing about yoga, they should know about these 3 nadis. Out of these 3 nadis, again Sushmna Nadi is very important. Why? It is because it is the Sushmna Nadi which helps in traveling the Kundalini energy. Out of these 3, Ida, Pingala and Sushmana, the Kundalini energy is transmitted from bottom to top using the Sushmna Nadi. In general, to these 3 nadis, if you are interested, you have to learn about other 7 nadis which we will be discussing. So what are the other 7 nadis are? Gandhari, which goes to the left eye, Hasta Jiva, which goes to the right eye, Yashaswini, which goes to the left ear, Kusha, which goes to the right ear, Shura Gandha, which goes to the nose, Alambusha, which goes to the mouth, Kuhu, connected to the reproductive organs. Besides the 3 nadis, if anyone is interested, you can learn about these 7 nadis also. And there are few other nadis, to name them Shankini, Saraswati, Krikal, Varuni, Vishwadari, and Chitra. So these are the other nadis. So now let's come into the Ida Nadi. So you might have all been practicing the Surya Vedana Pranayama, Chandra Vedana Pranayama, Anuloma Viloma. So Surya Vedana Pranayama means if we are trying to inhale and exhale using our Surya Nadi. It is known as a left. If you are trying to do with the left, that is known as Chandra Vedana, Chandra Anuloma Vidama. Now, Ida Nadi means it is equivalent to the coolant. Ida means moon, coolant. It cools the body and it is present in the left side, that is left side of the base of the spine. So the Ida Nadi, it starts from the left side of the base of the spine and it travels from the spine from the left side and again it comes over here, travels inside. And లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ నుంచి ట్రావెల్ అయ్యి పైకి వచ్చాక మళ్ళీ రౌండ్ తిప్పి కింద దాకా వెళ్తుంది. మీరు ఆ బొమ్మ గాని మీరు గుర్తు చేసుకుంటే రెండు పాములు ఇలా కలిసి ఉంటాయి కదా, సో ఇట్ గోస్ అప్ అండ్ కమ్స్ డౌన్. And it is primarily responsible for what activities Ida Nadi is responsible means constructive in nature, which will conserve the energy, and it is always used to give cooling effect to the body. And the nervous system which is related to Ida Nadi is the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps in relaxation, which helps in lowering the outer body temperature. So always inhaling through the left nostril brings a cooling, relaxing and introverting experience. So based upon this Ida Nadi, there could be one or two questions. One is Ida Nadi is equivalent to the parasympathetic nervous system and it is involved in Chandra Vedana pranayama, and also to give cooling effect Ida Nadi should be used, and it is referred to as the negative channel, the channel of manas, the channel of manas or channel of mental force. Logical ga alochistadi, channel of manas or channel of mental force. Pingala Nadi, it is also known as Surya Nadi, positive channel. It travels from the right side of the spine, goes up to the right and again it comes to the left side. And also indaka the Manasa Shakti, now Surya Nadi is the Prana Shakti or dynamic energy, and it represents the sympathetic nervous system. Indaka the parasympathetic, you put the sympathetic nervous system. It will increase the heatness of our body. It also denotes the male aspect of the energy with the red color. And the deity, and the Pingala Nadi means, as we said, sun. So the main deity is the Surya, and it is used in Surya Vedana pranayama. In general, Pingala Nadi is said to be energizing, heating, and extrovert. Extrovert means they are able to communicate to whatever they think they can communicate. So this is about Pingala Nadi. See, I'm just going through very fast because you all know about these nadis while doing pranayamas. The third nadi, important one, Sushmana Nadi. So this nadi starts from the base of the spine. It is at the middle. It starts at the base of the spine, traveling upwards from the spinal column to the base of the skull region. Kinda nunchi, spine nunchi, base of the skull region daka travel chestundi. Its essence is Agni. So Agni is transferred from the bottom to top. That's why it is also known as Agni Swarupa Nadi. Danne Agni Swarupa Nadi ani kuda antaru. In general, no pranic energy travels in Sushmana Nadi. In Ida Nadi and pranic, in Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi. In Ida Nadi, mental force will be transmitting. Whereas in Surya Nadi, pranic force will be transferring. Whereas in Sushmana Nadi, no pranic force will be there. Only with practicing many yogic practices, that means extensive yogic sadhana. If you are doing yogic sadhana like a tapas, then the pranic energy will enter into the Sushmana Nadi. That means the Kundalini is getting awakened. Not simple Gruhastha won't be able to do this, but some people, they want to activate their Kundalini energy. They do different kinds of practices. If they do, that Kundalini will be awakened and it will be traveling to the Sushmana Nadi. So if you are properly practicing, years of practice, if you have done tapas and if the Sushmana Nadi gets activated, then this particular energy travels from the top, from the bottom to the top, and Sahasra Chakra will be activated, where your spiritual power will be awakened. When the spiritual power is awakened, the impurities which are present in the nadis are removed. That means your body is very pure and clean. So this meeting points of Ida, Pingala and Sushmana on the spinal column actually are the chakras which we have discussed previously, right? So this is Sushmana, the other two were Ida and Pingala. Next, two more points need to be remembered. The starting point at the base of the Mooladhara chakra, where all the nadis will start, is known as Mukta Triveni. సో మన మూలాధార చక్ర నుంచి ఇడా నాడి, పింగళ నాడి, సూక్ష్మ నాడి ఈ మూడు కూడా స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఎక్కడైతే స్టార్ట్ అవుతున్నాయో వాటిని ముక్త త్రివేణి అని అంటున్నాము. అండ్ అది 6th చక్ర ఆజ్ఞా చక్ర దగ్గర కలుసుకుంటాయి. అలా కలుసుకొని మళ్ళీ అవి అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఓపెన్ అవుతాయి. ఇక్కడ కలుసుకొని ఓపెన్ అవుతాయి. ఇక్కడ కలిసే పాయింట్ ని యుక్త త్రివేణి అని అంటారు. సో అట్ ఆజ్ఞా చక్ర ఇట్ ఈస్ యుక్త త్రివేణి, అట్ ది మూలాధార చక్ర ఇట్ ఈస్ నోన్ as ముక్త త్రివేణి. And it is also observed that while doing Ida and Pingala, so if you are doing the Surya Anuloma Viloma, Chandra Anuloma Iloma, you might have heard the concept that you won't be using same nostril for breathing all the time. According to the temperature and according to your inner body temperature, your inhalation and exhalation keeps on changing for every 60 minutes. Rendunnara ghatikalu. 2.5 ghatika means 60 minutes. It's one important question here. You have to remember this. Rendunnara ghatikalaki prati 60 నిమిషాలకి your breathing alternates ananta based upon the outer temperature and your inner body temperature. And they have also given one other point, Chandra Swara. Swara yoga eppudaina vinnara? There is one other concept in yoga, Swara yoga. Swara yoga is nothing but inhalation and exhalation with right and left. If you are inhaling and exhaling with the right, that is known as Surya Swara. If you are inhaling and exhaling with Chandra, that is the left, that is known as Chandra Swara. The same has been discussed here. Actually, this concept is related to Swara yoga. అది మళ్ళీ సెపరేట్ కాన్సెప్ట్, కానీ పేర్లు గుర్తు పెట్టుకోండి. మనకు తెలిసిన పేర్లే. సూర్య నాడి, పింగళ నాడినే మనం సూర్యస్వర అంటాము. ఇడా నాడి దట్ ఈస్ ది చంద్ర నాడినే చంద్రస్వర అంటారు. అండ్ ది లాస్ట్ వన్, ఓన్లీ డ్యూరింగ్ ది సూక్ష్మలో ఎప్పుడైతే కుండలి ఎనర్జీ యాక్టివేట్ అవుతుందో ద బ్రీతింగ్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ సైమల్టేనియస్లీ త్రూ బోత్ నాస్ట్రిల్స్. ఇన్ జనరల్ గా అయితే కాసేపు ఇడా అయితే కాసేపు పింగళ, మళ్ళీ అది చేంజ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే బోత్ నాస్ట్రిల్స్ ఈక్వలెంట్ గా సైమల్టేనియస్ గా బ్రీత్ ఇన్ బ్రీత్ అవుట్ చేస్తామో దట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ డ్యూరింగ్ ది సంధ్యా సమయ అని అంటున్నారు. దట్ సంధ్యా సమయ ఆర్ సంధ్యా కాల, at that particular point both nostrils will be using for the breathing. So this is the end of the Nadis concept, right? So any questions up to this point you can ask.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.